All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to, this is number 14 of our deep dive intern showcases for summer 2022 of the interns that we have been working with for the last 6 weeks. Hi, I'm June Bea, CEO of Bea Group, and I'm so excited. This is my favorite thing I ever do, which is hosting interns in the summer. And so our interns are from 3 different communities that Bea Group has been working with for a number of years. So we work with Downey Unified, Glendale Unified, and Davis Joint Unified School District. So we have interns who are high schoolers, they all saw a job posting and then decided to submit a resume. Then they went through interviews and then were selected to work with us. They are paid. And what happens is the first week of their internship, they work with us and they get their email address. We do onboarding, they sign employee handbooks. And then we also have them work on communication mastery, and we do leadership development. And then every week they have a social justice in the workplace session. Then starting week 2, we bring in industry professionals who lead a different deep dive. And this summer we had 16 different deep dives. So when I said the showcase was number 13, it's 13 of 16. And so we're so fortunate to be working with Sandy, who is based in London. So hi, Sandy, welcome.
Hi everybody. Hi June, thanks for the introduction. Yes, I'm tuning in from London in the UK, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with everyone today. I'm really excited to be here with the interns to really showcase what we've been up to in the last 4 or 5 weeks. And I'm here to say that this deep dive is specifically on event management and social media. And just so everybody is aware, all the interns have designed this entire presentation, all of the social media assets, down to the scheduling and who's involved and what's going to happen in this particular festival that we'll present with you. My background and expertise is, of course, in social and digital marketing, which is where we've come in to share that with the interns, make sure that they've got the tools and the know-how to really work with the world that we're living in today. Everything is essentially virtual. Everything is essentially getting the message out there to the right audiences at the right time. And how do we bring these people together, and through an event and through social media strategy as well. So I'm so pleased to share this presentation with our interns, and I'd like to now introduce Bailey, who will be kickstarting the presentation here with us. So
My name is Bailey Paquette, and on behalf of our interns group, we are thrilled to welcome you to the Social Media and Event Planning Intern Showcase. Next slide.
Welcome to Work Wondercon Festival.
The Work Wondercon Festival is
creative,
passionate,
uplifting,
empowering, influential,
entertaining,
ambitious,
motivational, enlightening,
inclusive,
discovering,
innovative.
We hope that you all enjoyed that short video and that got you in the mood for our presentation. Our team is made up of enthusiastic and passionate people, including Amy Ochoa, Ashley Hernandez, Avon Hampton, Camila Rivera, Daylene Artiega, Destiny Ramos, Isaac Lopez, Jeanette Reyes, Jenna Elms, Joycelyn Gonzalez, Kayla Zaneca, Miguel Jimenez, Moises Aguirre, Nicholas Nunez, Sofia Castro, Taylene Al-Khatib, and Victoria Mendez. Everyone has contributed to the research, ideas, design, and content development for this presentation. We cannot wait to show you everything we have been planning and working on this past month. Here is the Work Wondercon Festival Showcase. I'm now passing on to Ashley, who will be talking about our event manifesto.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ashley, and on behalf of our team, I will begin by introducing the Work Wondercon Festival with our event, Manifesto. Our mission is to embody and encompass both Bay Group and Work Wonders values into our festival. We work collectively and individually to do our research, discussed ideas, and decided what we will incorporate into WonderCon Festival mission. That is empowering, inspiring, and educating the youth. We want our audience, the youth, to feel welcomed at the festival and leave with a different perspective of different themes, feeling motivated and inspired. We want to focus on creating an environment where our audience feels heard. We want to make a change from the youth to understand one another because as we all may heard, we are the future. Next slide, please. Be a voice, not an echo. The Work WonderCon Festival vision is to inspire many of the brave youth to discover and own their voice, advocate for themselves and others, and thrive in their chosen work. We want everyone to feel heard and we want everyone to be authentic. Everything we do for this event needs to be anchored to this vision. I will now pass it on to some of our interns to share 3 quotes that support our vision. Over to you, Kayla.
So 2 major qualities we have as a team are dedication and passion. Work Wonder and Bayhood Group believe in hard work, reliance, and accountability. The quote, "Give your best today and you won't regret tomorrow," strongly highlights these qualities by reminding us to put our all into what we believe in. At the end of the day, if you feel accomplished and proud of what you've done, you won't have any regrets tomorrow, nor will you look back wishing you could have done more. This quote ties into the festival's mission to inspire the youth. The following quote, "It isn't what we say or think that defines us, but what we do," emphasizes the idea that actions speak louder than words. As I previously mentioned, Bayhood Group and Work Wonder believe in accountability. With this being said, it's important to execute one's plans, and in this case, it's the festival our team has been working on planning for the last month. We have created an identity for ourselves within the last month that shows dedication and accountability. These are important qualities to have in a workplace. Being that one of the core missions of the festival is to inspire the youth, encouraging them to take action and cultivate a bright future for themselves is highlighted in this quote. I'm now going to pass it over to Camilla.
Be who you want to be, not what others want to see. With this event, we hope to encourage and inspire a large number of people to accomplish their goals. Many young adults can be motivated by this quote to pursue their dreams with help of others and without worrying what others might think of them. Now I'm going to hand this over to Avon and Moises, who will describe why this festival is relevant for the youth and how this is unique compared to other events.
This event is different from other youth events because we focus on educating youth on workplace intelligence whilst preparing them for jobs and also raising awareness on many social issues popular with young adults. Being that this festival was helped created by the youth, it will definitely be more captivating than your typical festival, since it also provides a platform for youth to express their voices and ideas.
Another reason why our festival is different is that our festival is being designed and planned by the youth, which involves us brainstorming ideas and not getting judged based on what we come up with. Since the event is youth created, the youth is more likely to go to our event. We have also been documenting the entire process of making the festival, and this content will be used for marketing purposes. Lastly, we will also be able to make the youth feel very welcomed, as our festival will be educational and fun at the same time. Next, I'm going to hand this over to Jenna, Jeanette, and Amy to talk about the themes of the festival.
What are our core themes for the festival? So as a team, we came up with 4 core themes for the festival. These include workplace intelligence, academic opportunities, mental health awareness, and supporting small businesses. We define workplace intelligence as teams being trustworthy, adaptable, and innovative. It's a way to prepare specifically the youth for jobs, to create a great place to work and deliver ideas for positive outcomes. Just like Bayhood Group, who promotes programs to empower youth and find a way to connect people to what they enjoy. Now I'm handing it over to Janet.
We also picked mental health because this workplace can lead to kinder and more empathic environment, reducing the stigma of it in the workplace and keeping it open-minded to it. Due to the pandemic, people's mental health have gotten worse since being inside and not being able to socialize. So having mental health as a theme, it can really help out the youth. I will now hand this over to Amy to tell you about academic opportunities.
Another theme is academic opportunities for lower income students and schools. The goal is to provide access and advice for scholarship, grants, financial aid, internships, or teaching certain skills. We will have guest speakers come out and talk about the resources there are for students. This is a relevant theme because Bayer Group focuses on giving direct links to interns of resources for future use. For example, the Saturday sessions for the college admission essay. Another theme is supporting small businesses to inspire the youth to cultivate a future of their own, spark innovation, and create a buzz for these businesses. We want to encourage and teach entrepreneurship to those who are beginning a business. I will now hand it over to Moises and Talene to discuss when we will host the festival and why.
We chose the third week of June in the summer next year, and we chose Saturday, June 17th, because most kids might be bored already from being at home and will have something to look forward to with the festival we will provide. Kids are also out of school already. We'll have time to go to the festival, and we'll have to worry about anything other than having fun and listening to other people. I will now be handing it over to Talene.
We conclude on the date Saturday, June 3rd for multiple reasons. Begin with, most importantly, it is a date in the summer, meaning younger kids don't have to sleep early or worry about school and can attend the event. We also made sure to choose a weekend since the youth is the desired audience. They might not all have licenses, and parents generally don't work on weekends and are more available to drop kids off or attend the event with them, increasing our audience capacity. We also chose a date in the early summer to make sure people are not on vacation and it doesn't interfere with later June activities such as new movies or Pride events, since it is in the month of Pride. Now passing off to Bailey with our where and why.
This slide is on the where and why of the festival. As a team, we decided that for the festival, we would have it take place on a beach. For example, at the Pike Outlets in Long Beach. It would be a suitable location because of its various appeal factors, including the aquarium, outlets, and beach, all within close proximity to one another. The beach matches the bright themes of the festival and has available indoor space that could be used for guest speaker presentations. I'm now passing it on to Camilla.
Due to COVID still happening, a mask will be required indoors. The youth can participate in this event for free. We will collect their emails and contact information so we can tell them about future events and activities related to Work Wonder and Bayer Group. Our festival plans for the youth to participate to feel motivated and inspired while learning about different organizations, with the support of their family and friends as well. We want sponsors to take part in this too, since it will help us increase our credibility and enhance our public image. In order to help a huge number of individuals all around the world and make this amazing event known to many others, potential employers can interact with future young talent and industry experts. I will now hand this over to Kayla.
Next, we will be presenting the guest speakers and influencers we plan on having attend the Work Wonder Festival. We have divided them into the following categories which surround our themes of the festival: academic opportunity speakers, workplace intelligence speakers, mental health speakers, and small business speakers. We will begin with showcasing our academic opportunity speakers. I'll now be handing it over to Avon.
Jennifer Augustine is the Vice President of Organizational Development and Division Director of Health and Social Equity at Advocates for Youth. She oversees the provision of capacity building assistance to promote evidence-informed and rights-based practices with national, state, and local partners. She has over 20 years of experience in reproductive health and rights. This is relevant to Bayer Group and Work Wonder because an important value both share is youth being informed of their rights and accessing their full potential.
We have also chosen Christopher Gray, who falls under the categories of academic opportunities and workplace intelligence. He is the creator and CEO of Scholarly, an app that finds scholarships for students. Scholarly has found over $70 million in scholarships for students, giving them financial resources for college. Work Wonder Festival believes in giving opportunities to the youth and empowering them to cultivate a future for themselves in the workplace. With a guest speaker like Christopher, the youth will be given an incredible advantage to begin this path. The workplace environment he has created for his employees also highlights important factors of workplace intelligence. This includes workplace environments with trust, high-quality relationships, innovation, acceptance, diversity, and collaboration. With his experience and knowledge in workplace intelligence, the Work Wonder Festival can allow the youth to gain important knowledge and develop an understanding of what goes into the workplace. I'm now handing it back to Aben.
Rosalind Boone-Sukesco is one of the youth activist managers at Advocates for Youth. In this role, she works with youth organizers to develop and implement campaigns around reproductive justice issues. She also used to be a middle school program coordinator, where she used a positive youth development framework to build and facilitate program curricula rooted in social justice. This is relevant to Bayer Group and Work Wonder since they both also establish and pursue teachings in social justice.
Next, we have speakers for workplace intelligence, who Talene will begin introducing us to.
Our first speaker for our workplace intelligence category includes Dan Schwabel. Dan Schwabel is a New York Times bestselling author, managing partner at Workplace Intelligence, workplace researcher, podcast host, and many more. Dan has spent his career on studying and educating others on workplace intelligence. We have chosen him because he is familiar and experienced in public speaking, making him a suitable contestant into spreading our Wondercon theme of workplace intelligence, and can be extremely educational to our youth. He deems us relevant to Bayer Group and Wondercon because he expands the knowledge of our youth with workplace intelligence and Bayer Group and Wondercon that both strive for. Now on to Bailey to introduce our next speaker.
The next speaker is Brene Brown. Brene is known for her research on shame, vulnerability, and leadership. In terms of our Work Wonder Festival, Brene would be talking on behalf of the mental health and workplace intelligence topics. She's a researcher and academic. Brown became famous following a widely viewed TED Talk in 2010. She's the author of 6 #1 New York Times bestsellers and the host of the weekly Spotify original podcast, Unlocking Us and Dare to Lead. She has 4.4 million Instagram followers. We chose Brene Brown as a speaker because not only is she known across social media platforms, but also through her TED Talk, Spotify podcast, and New York Times books. Her presence at the festival may attract her followers from any of these platforms she is known on. Brene is a good representative of the workplace intelligence theme because of her strong involvement with the workplace across multiple accounts. Since she is a mental health advocate, she would bring an emotional health and well-being aspect into our workplace intelligence subject. I will now hand this over to Amy, who will discuss the next speaker for workplace intelligence. Over to you, Amy.
We chose Sarah Sabale because she is the director of Youth Strategy Workforce Intelligence Network. Her current work focuses on the oversight of the MI Bright Future program, which is a development tool providing direct links between students and employers. She's a great advocate because she believes the youth should have the same work opportunities and be independent. This is relevant to Bayer Group because Bayer Group gives the youth work opportunities and resources to get in contact with future employers. I will now hand it over to Miguel.
Our next guest speaker is Seth Madison. He is the founder and CEO of Future Sight Labs and an author, advisor, and keynote speaker on change, innovation, sales, influence, leadership, and the future of work. He would be a great person to have at our festival as he is very well experienced in what it takes to be successful in the workplace, and he can give us students valuable tips about being successful. He is also relevant to the theme of Work Wonder and Bayer Group as he fits the theme of wanting to empower the youth to succeed in the work field. Next, I will pass it on over to Kayla.
We will now be presenting our speakers for mental health, starting with Sophia.
We would like to introduce Kelly Uchima, a content creator with a following of 139,000 on Instagram. She discusses body positivity and self-care. Kelly is a great representative of mental health because she shares what she accomplished through therapy and how to implement those lessons in our daily lives. She uses her platform to spread positive messages among people of all ages. This is relevant to Bayer Group because Kelly helps empower youth to connect to their mental well-being and life purpose. I will now like to pass this over to Talene.
We chose Lindsay Fleming, a popular TikTok influencer. Lindsay Fleming is a licensed therapist and mental health activist sharing therapist tips and ways to improve your mental health on TikTok for others to learn about. We chose Lindsay because she has a connection with the youth who is our desired audience, since she is on an app meant for younger kids. She is also a public speaker, making her a perfect candidate to speak at an outdoor event. She is not only experienced in mental health as she does keynote speaking and consulting. She relates to our theme of Wondercon on spreading awareness on mental health and Bay Group's theme by helping younger audiences feel more comfortable and able to speak out. She is relevant to Bay Group and Wondercon because she spreads the positive message and awarenessness on mental health that Bay Group and Wondercon want, and she is excellent at doing so. Now passing it off to Miguel to introduce our next speaker.
Lastly, we chose Hayden Hurst, an NFL player, as the guest speaker. He has 100,000 followers on Instagram and runs a foundation for mental health with his mom. The foundation is called Hayden Hurst Family Foundation. The reason we chose Hayden is because we want to show that not only the youth go through this and that they are not alone. Hayden Hurst has the money in the family, but still suffers from mental health problems. He is relevant to this theme because he suffers from mental health himself and is willing to help others when he's not 100%. I'm passing it on to Kayla.
Lastly, we'll be introducing our speakers for small businesses, and I'll be handing it to Avon.
Erica Gonzalez has a small business called Gypsy Queen and also plans pop-up shops that promote small businesses and allows them to grow. She's relevant to this festival because she, along with Bayer Group, expresses the significance of supporting your peers.
The next speaker is Shawnee Tran. Shawnee will be speaking on the mental health and small business aspects of the festival. She's a licensed professional clinical counselor who develops culturally inclusive mental health resources. She uses her platform to make therapists seem more relatable. Founder of the Shawnee Project, which helps connect people to diverse therapists, Shawnee has 477,000 TikTok followers. We chose the speaker because as a young person on social media, we found her content relatable and important to the youth. I will now hand this over to Kayla.
We have also chosen Destiny Marie as one of our guest speakers for small businesses because her cosmetics brand inspires young women to feel confident and have a sense of belonging in the beauty industry. She uses her platform as a social media influencer to speak about body positivity and authenticity. We believe her work is relevant to the festival as our goal is to empower and inspire the youth, including young women who Destiny advocates for. I will now be introducing our intended methods to acquire the guest speakers we have presented. So our first step is to develop a clear and concise pitch that captures the entirety and overall importance of the festival, which is to inspire and empower the youth. It will highlight the vision, event manifesto, themes, guest speakers, as well as how we will acquire them and the financial details of the festival. The pitch will go out to the guest speakers, influencers, companies will soon introduce in our presentation and management teams via email and social media. Using the social media strategy we will present, our goal is to captivate the vision and importance of the festival. The guest speakers we'd like to have attend the festival are likely to be contacted through their organization, which is why we believe contacting them via email or a personal letter would be more successful. The letter will include a personal statement from some of our team members, if not all, stating why the Work Wonder Festival would be lucky to have them attend. I'll now be passing it to Nicholas.
Who are our potential sponsors and why?
Our first potential sponsor is Shopify. One reason we chose them is because they align with our theme of supporting small businesses. They also have an internship program that supports workplace intelligence. Lastly, it is very likely that we could get their support as their CEO is very vocal about workplace intelligence and supporting people with their mental well-being, which also aligns with our theme. I will now hand it over to Ashley.
Another sponsor is Pinterest. Pinterest is a platform used to discover, organize, and share your ideas. It provides creators the ability to build and grow their audience in a positive environment. Pinterest offers businesses of all sizes. They're great for exposing new potential customers to brands. Pinterest would also be a great sponsor to represent two of our themes, workplace intelligence and supporting small businesses. This sponsor is relevant because Bay Group and Work Wonder are focused on both empowering and strengthening the youth in these categories. I will now hand this over to Amy.
Live Fund Foundation would be a great sponsor because They support hardworking small business owners. They give them access to money and resources they need to grow their business. They also provide loans and resources to establish business owners. They would be a great sponsor because they work to promote businesses, and we want to make sure we have a credible organization to represent business owners at our event. I will now hand it over to Jenna.
The Youth Empowerment Program was made in 2004 to advocate for young, formerly incarcerated people to transition back into their communities. This organization has helped thousands of kids using their programs that have been developed in response to unmet community needs and are aligned with their core purpose of improving lives. Some of the core themes for our festival align with YEP's purposes, such as academic opportunities and mental health awareness. They use enrichment programs, community-based education, mentoring, and employment readiness for their youth, and are actively aware of each individual's mental health. Now over to Nikos.
The Allstate Foundation would be a relevant sponsor to Work Wonder because they align with some of our core themes, working with the youth, striving to empower the youth to be the next generation of leaders. The Allstate Foundation is relevant with Work Wonder because they also work with forwarding and helping the youth to achieve long-term success in today's economy through social, emotional, and volunteer work. Now I'm going to pass this over to Kayla.
The Rhodes Futures Foundation supports and promotes women cultivating their futures through school and starting their own businesses. They work with organizations that advocate for families and women, using 1% of the sales from the funds of Rhodes Skincare, a newly founded skincare brand. The sales go to women wishing to create a future for themselves. This foundation is relevant to the festival's mission to empower the youth. Just like the festival, the Rhodes Futures Foundation aims to encourage women to build a future for themselves. Although the festival is inclusive to all genders and identities. I'll now be handing this over to Miguel.
Our next potential sponsor is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We decided to go with this as a potential sponsor as they actively provide funding for research on mental health and provide funds to those living with mental illnesses. Since our festival will have a major focus on mental health awareness, this organization is likely to choose our festival to be able to spread more awareness on this topic. I will now hand it over to Amy.
Impact Suite is a website of apps designed to support your emotional well-being and struggles such as anxiety or depression. We chose Impact Suite as a potential sponsor because we aim to help others with their mental health. Impact Suite has helped thousands of individuals find deeper healing. Impact Suite is relevant to our festival because they focus on one of our themes, which is mental health. They would give resources and information about the mental health in the workplace. Over to you, Isaac.
Isaac, we don't have any audio for you.
Maybe team, somebody can step in and help Isaac with his script, please.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you. Team, maybe somebody can help Isaac out with his script.
The Trevor Project focuses on suicide prevention and mental health awareness in the LGBTQ community. It advocates for change and help to have movements people can join. It also strives to help and provide resources to the LGBTQ community, especially the youth.
The Bamboo Trading Company creates jewelry and special items that give portions of their sales to an important organization known as the Mermaid Found Clean Water Project. The project has given many families access to clean water in second and third world countries. Along with this, they create jewelry dedicated to saving the planet and our oceans. Ocean conservation is a mission of the festival, making this organization relevant to Bayhood Group and Work Wonder. This project is one of many organizations their proceeds go to. I'll now be passing it over to Nicholas.
The Jeff Yalden Foundation would be a relevant sponsor to work with Work Wonder because he works with the youth as a renowned youth motivational speaker and is also a teen mental health and suicide prevention expert. Since the Jeff Yalden Foundation has partnered with the school in Mooresville, North Carolina in a 5K mental health awareness run for teens and young adults, he is also relevant to working with Work Wonder to reach out to connect to an audience, inspiring them with hope, mental health intervention success, community engagement, and encouraging educational opportunities. Over to you, Jenna.
The International Association of Women is dedicated to the economic empowerment and advancement of women everywhere. This group gives its members the chance to advertise their companies, advance their careers, and broaden their knowledge of the industry. This business may offer several women the knowledge and other services they need to succeed in their fields. It's relevant to our festival because IAW promotes the acceleration of careers while keeping a balanced business work life.
What are the sponsorship opportunities? We would like to introduce 3 sponsorship opportunities. Our first option is the Gold Sponsors, which is ranked highest amongst all the other options. Gold Sponsors receive great exposure and branding at the event. This package provides guest speaker opportunities, gold logo branding on the Bayhood Group and Work Wonder website, social media promotion, and gold logo branding on festival bands and merchandise. I would now like to hand this over to Jocelyn.
The Silver Package is the second sponsorship opportunity that our sponsors can choose from out of the 3 packages. This will allow them to have some exposure, but not as much as the Gold Package, but more than the Bronze Package. If the sponsors do decide to pick their Silver Package, this will allow them the opportunity of a guest speaker, a silver logo branding, and thought leadership article on the Bayhood Group and Work Wonder website, a mention and logo branding on the social media post, and lastly, an email branding access to the youth attending. Over to Nicholas.
This is the Bronze Package. The Bronze Package is a smaller brand visibility, but these organizations still get noticed on social media. This gives more organizations the opportunity to sponsor if they are limited in budget.
Next slide, please. Now, the question is, how do we plan on securing these sponsors for the festival? As Kayla mentioned in the last few slides, we will focus on creating an in-person or virtual pitch deck and ensure we use a multi-channel approach when it comes to getting the attention of our sponsors. Social media is also one of many great ways to reach out to our guests and sponsors, but a more professional and better way is to email, phone call, or send a letter. Moving on, I will now introduce our social media strategy. So speaking of social media, today, social media allows people to have conversations, create content, share information, do business marketing, or even build an audience. In our case, we will most definitely be using the media to announce the Work Wondercon Festival. The media has an awesome tool where we can like, comment, and share posts. We will be creating posts to share on the media and make sure to collaborate with our main leaders, Bayhood Group and Work Wonder. The posters are a very great way of getting their attention of our audience. We do have a few examples we will be presenting that my team and I created. Also, stay alert for more details based on the poster competition. I will now be handing this over to Sophia.
To promote our festival, we will use social media sites like Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Social media platforms such as these will target our youth because they are commonly used by many young adults today. We will occasionally post games, mini quizzes, and polls to encourage our audience to interact with our feed. Also posting flyers with information on our event. In addition, we would like to include a countdown a week before the festival to build up excitement for the youth. Over to Kayla.
A major part of our social media strategy is to provide our followers with a sneak peek of the festival. What goes into our sneak peek includes short 15 to 30-second videos that capture a small aspect of the festival. These short videos include showcasing the food vendors who will have activities, guest speakers, and videos that capture our themes. We will also post pictures and posters that provide information about the festival, which is important so we can lure our audience in to promote interest and get them excited for the festival. I will now be handing it back to Ashley.
All of these are great strategies. Another tool we could use is hashtags. The biggest reason for using hashtags is for increased exposure and discovery. The hashtags take people on the media to discover more about the topic being searched. We would use our main hashtag, #WorkWonderCon Festival, and all others included on the slide. We would also include our themes of workplace intelligence, academic opportunities, mental health awareness, and supporting small businesses. Using these, our audience could come upon our festival and join us. Over to you, Victoria. On behalf of Victoria, I will be introducing the social poll and competition. To increase engagement and visibility of the festival, we will host a social competition for the most creative poster for the Work WonderCon Festival. This way, we can co-design with potential attendees, encourage the youth to join by creating a buzz, encouraging engagement before the event, announce winners and prizes during the event, as well as ensuring that there is another opportunity to share more content across owned and shared social media channels. Our team will now present some examples of social media posts and posters we have created and how we have designed them. I will now hand this over to Bailey.
This next set of slides will be on the poster of the festival. Before the event, we plan to host a competition to encourage the participants and engagement for the festival. The following slides will be examples of posters that interns have individually put together with information regarding the festival, images to match the theme, and other appealing elements to encourage engagement. Over to you, Ashley.
The Work WonderCon poster, the first one, is an example of social media post or poster which covers the main idea of the festival and also includes the vision of our festival and key details based on the event. The one in the middle, I also created an example focused on only one theme and how it would look. In this case, it would be mental health awareness. The last one is inspired by the season the festival will be taking place and the theme of the location, Long Beach. The beach theme fits perfectly with the time and setting the Work WonderCon Festival will be taking. Back to Bailey.
I designed the social media post to the left to match the beachy location while still including bright colors to match the theme. Towards the bottom of the post, I included the Work WonderCon social media tag. Around the poster, I also included the details for the festival and the themes. To the right, I made this poster because the bright colors match the beach theme of the festival. The visuals include the aspects of small business pop-ups, mental health support, music, as well as the fun beach aspect. I made the font size large in the main point and kept the details short to keep our audience interested. Over to Sophia.
I was inspired to create the first poster because the images suit our setting and summer theme. I included the main ideas and what to expect on the day of our event, also creating a big and loud subheading to really grab our audience's attention. I was inspired to create the second poster because the bright colors suit our summer beach theme. The simplicity of this poster will attract the audience because it's not too wordy or extreme. I am aware that most young adults become anxious or uninterested when there is too much writing on a poster. Handing this to Miguel.
I designed the social media post on the left with the idea of making sure it was simple yet informative. I made sure to include all the details of the festival, and I also wanted to include the beach theme so it would match our festival's location and it would attract people to our festival. I then designed the poster on the right in a way that the themes of our festival were exemplified. Not only did I make sure all the necessary information about the festival was included in the poster, but I also designed the poster with a vibrant and colorful look so that people, especially our age, would be attracted to it. Over to you, Jocelyn.
This is a post for social media accounts that can be used to promote the festival, which is on the right. This post includes some of the main attractions that will be presented, such as speakers, topics, and other details of the festival. This is relevant to Bea Group and Work Wonder because in this post it states some of the themes the festival will have, which is a call to action for the youth, and that is what Bea Group and Work Wonder are about. On the left is a poster in which I created in Canva using the different tools they offer. The main goal of this poster was to emphasize more on the information which achieves because it has a topic to get presenting. This is relevant to Bea Group and Work Wonder because these are topics that the themes will be hosting, which is grab attention to the youth and will bring change, which resonates with Bea Group and Work Wonder. Over to you, Janet.
How I designed this poster was making sure what I included was going to happen during this festival. When and what time was it going to be, and the poster showing what was going to happen so that it will attract the youth.
We are excited to get into the schedule of the Wondercon Festival. We want to have an organized festival and a set schedule for people to have a better understanding of the event. At 9 to 12 p.m., it will be the setup time for the pop-up shops. At 12 is when Wondercon Festival starts, which is free time and you can discover it, and there's food and pop-up shops. At 1, Bea and Work Wonder will introduce the event, guest speakers, and activities for the day. I will now hand it over to Jocelyn.
From 1:30 to 5, we will have guest speakers talking about all 4 of the festival themes. Starting at 1:30, we will have guest speakers on mental health awareness. At 2:15, we'll have guest speakers on workplace intelligence. At 3, we will have a break that will also include the opportunity of joining an activity, which can be a beach cleanup in partnership with a charity. At 3:30, we'll have guest speakers on academic opportunities. At 4:15, there will be guest speakers on supporting small businesses. At 5, we'll have another break with the option of joining an activity. Activity can be a collaboration with a small business owner. This is also a great opportunity for our attendees to purchase Work Wondercon Festival merchandise. Over to you, Ashley.
In the late afternoon, we will continue with live music and more entertainment from 6 to 7 p.m. In the end, the host will come on stage and say their final words to the audience, which will conclude the festival. Over to you, Bailey.
On behalf of all the interns, we thank you for your time and allowing us to present the Work Wondercon Festival event to you. We hope you are curious about the next steps and enjoyed what we have shared with you today. We are excited to build on this further and create this into reality for the next year. For the next few minutes, we would like to share what we have learned from the deep dive with you. I will start. I found that one of the most important lessons I learned through this deep dive was that teamwork and collaboration is important to produce the best result possible. Over to you, Jenna.
I strongly agree with Bailey. I think that I learned a lot about teamwork and how to collaborate and communicate respectfully and kindly to create something that we're all proud of. I'll hand it over to Ashley.
I've learned that collaboration is key. As a group, we must work together, participate to complete the task given. I got a glimpse of the behind the scenes during the internship with this deep dive, that all the hard work that must be put into for the festival, such as the one we did. Over to Kayla.
I've learned that one of the most important skills to have in the workplace is accountability. And I believe that this skill is vital for me to cultivate my own future in a workplace environment. Now on to Amy.
I have learned the power of collaboration and to make sure that everyone is on the same page. Handing it over now to Sophia.
I've learned that time management is a very important aspect in life. Now handing this over to Jocelyn.
What I learned was the importance of communication and how crucial it is when collaborating with others, just so we could get our ideas together and also to get in our best effort to achieve our goal collectively. Now passing over to Avon.
I've learned that in a group, when everybody does their part, then it makes getting the job done a lot easier. Passing it over to Jeanette.
What I learned in this internship is the importance of time management and how responsibility affects other people. Now passing it over to Nicholas.
Something that I've learned in this opportunity is time management and patience. I was juggling this internship and summer school, and it was like really hard because as soon as my meeting started, I would be getting right out of school. So I would like try to join from my phone. And also like I learned that Sandy had a lot of patience. Like
Nicholas, we lost your audio. Sorry, Nicholas, can you hear us? We lost your audio.
I'm passing it on to Isaac.
I'm so sorry, Nicholas and Isaac. We actually don't hear your audio.
I think what they're trying to say is that Sandy did a great job leading us and preparing us for this presentation. She had a lot of patience with us. She was there for us. She kept us like on, how can I say this? She kept us like, she made us keep going. Like a lot of us may have been slacking, and then she just like going. She was always on us. She was always checking up on us. And I also learned how to brainstorm ideas together with new people and to work together and come together and just design a festival. It was pretty nice.
Something that I've learned was sharing my ideas with others and coming up with a greater idea at the end. Also, I've learned how to be more confident talking in public and with others.
I think one thing that I learned is how to work better with the team and also how to like better my communication skills.
I learned that participating all of us together in a group and putting in our best effort can help us be the best version of ourselves.
I also forgot to mention that Emma did a great job too, keeping us like on board and making us keep going. Yeah.
Thank you, team. Nicholas, maybe we can see if we can hear you again if you want to come on and share.
Well, I don't know exactly from what part that it cut me out. So can somebody like tell me what the last thing you heard that I said?
You were explaining how Sandy did a great job with her patients.
Oh yeah, I learned through Sandy the importance of patience, you know, because like also Ashley, you were, you know, like I was just watching you constantly come through the chat and our teams and stuff like that, like informing each other. And yeah, that was definitely something to learn from.
Thank you so much, Nicholas. Thank you for everybody's input as well and everyone's kind words. I think it'd be great to perhaps maybe open this up to the live audience if there are any questions for the team. And I just want to say, it was an absolute pleasure working with everybody. Every single person here came up with the ideas. Everything you've seen on screen today is from this group of incredible interns here. They've done their research, they looked into what was happening in the market, they found out how an event is being managed, how do we work together as a team as well. It involved a lot of key skills actually that are essential in the workplace. How do you work with 20 people and come up with ideas and decide on them. There was a lot of negotiating, there was a lot of decision making between everybody here. Every session was about making sure that we could share our research, back up our research with evidence, but also how do we then, agree on an entire vision moving forward. So I think it's been an absolute pleasure, at least from my side, seeing everybody here coming up with an event. And perhaps maybe there might be a couple more questions, whether it's from you, June, or anybody from, watching this right now would like to ask the interns.
Yes, actually, I would like to invite Alexa from Davis she says she has a question and she's representing Davis.
Hello, can you guys hear me or no?
Yes.
All right. So basically, my name is Alexa Contreras, and yes, I'm from Davis Unified School District. And I just want to say that this presentation was amazing. You all did such a great job. I really enjoyed it. And one question that I have is, since doing this project, how do you think you're going to use this in the long run? I know a lot of you probably are sophomore, juniors, maybe seniors, I'm not exactly sure, but what experience or what kind of things you've learned what is it that you're going to use, whether looking for a job or another internship in the future, or maybe for college?
Can I answer your question? I was gonna say that we can use this in the future because we can just sometimes, like, what if our job we're just throwing something random, we have to work with someone. You already have that experience with this internship. You had it, and then you're gonna get negative feedback, positive feedback. It doesn't matter. You're still gonna get feedback, and you'll be prepared for it because of this internship. It helped you out. You also got to hear your like partner's ideas, and I think this will help you in the long run because it like shows you that how to work with people, and you like have to work as a team to get things done.
I would like to answer your question as well. I think that it would help me a lot if I want to start a business. I know how to start it, and if my friends were to do one as well, I would be able to help them and go through the process of what would be better for them to do.
I feel like walking past like big events or noticing the advertisements for big events, I'll be able to like appreciate the effort behind it more since we went through that, and like I got to experience how it's like to actually plan an event.
I have a club at Davis High School, and I'm president of that club, and I organize and run all of these kinds of events. But in the past year, I have taken on a majority of the workload on my own, and working with this team and learning from everyone has made me realize that working together with my intern peers, and in the future, what I can do is work more with my club members to bring in more ideas, and so that everyone can experience how fun it is to plan events just like this.
So team, I think we actually have a question from YouTube. It says here, how was the overall experience? Would you recommend it for younger classes? That is a question from YouTube.
I had a question. Is it talking about this deep dive or the whole internship as a whole? Like with Bayer Group and everything like that?
That is a very good question. We don't know. Let's see if the person asking can answer that. It says overall experience. So maybe let's go with all of the internship. How about that?
Okay. I really enjoyed it, and I do recommend it for younger classes because it's something to do for summer, and it's very educational, and there's resources, and it's something to do during summer. Like if you don't, if let's say you don't have a job or you can't go anywhere because you don't have transportation, I really recommend it, and you learn a lot. And in this deep dive, I really liked working with everyone in my deep dive because I felt like my thoughts were included, and everyone's thoughts were included, and we never made each other feel like, oh no. I really liked how we all came together, and we as a team, we supported each other. So I do recommend it.
Great.
And adding on to what Amy was saying, I definitely do recommend it, just because in the regular learning place for the youth and kids our age, it's school, and those are set classes with set curriculum, but an experience like this opens up so many opportunities to learn more, especially since it's a group team environment. And I felt like not only did I learn so much from Sandy and the internship and just BEHA group in general, but I learned so much from my peers. And it was an experience that I would have never gotten the chance to partake in at school. And I just think that I had learned so much more here. And those kinds of experiences are just really worth it.
I would recommend it as well. And adding on to what Bailey said, it's not like a school environment. This allows you to take a step into the real world, as it's a workplace environment and you're working alongside your peers and interns. And I did get off to a rocky start, being put into breakout rooms in the weekly intermeetings and the social justice meetings. It was a little hard, but working with my team, it has allowed me to be more open-minded and has taught me to be more collaborative. And I'm very appreciative of that, because I know that this will allow me to succeed in the real world.
Thank you, team. Yeah, does anyone have any questions?
Oh, sorry, Sandy, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, thank you so much for sharing, everyone. Does anybody have any other questions?
Well, I want to I don't have a question yet, but I just want to applaud all of you for what you have shared and your journey and just a little caveat for everyone watching. This is something that for me at BEHA Group and so I love going to conventions, cons, right? So I went to San Diego Comic-Con. The interns know I've talked about this. And I'm going to go to D23, which is Disney's expo that's coming up in September. It is something I actually did a festival years ago, almost 10 years ago, called Noodle Bowl Fest. And so events and creating the event, and it's something that is near and dear to my heart. This is a dream. The idea of doing Work Wondercon is a dream. And it's something that Sandy and I've talked about. We met because of an event she worked on. That was a virtual event. And so it's something where I would love to see this become a reality. And all of those steps, there's such a solid blueprint for how to move forward. And I just want to thank you all for all of the thoughtfulness and the time and the care you put into each step. We have potential guest speakers, we have the date, we have the potential, just the site where you want to do it, and your voices and those quotes that you came up with are so powerful. And so I just want to let you all know that it is definitely something that's on the BEHA Group intentions for 2023, is to make this a reality. So I would definitely like to stay in touch with all of you. We have some opportunities because of some additional grants that have come online so that we can hire more folks. So that our co-designers like Emma are actually interns from previous summers who then became, they applied and became co-designer interns and then co-designers. So we have a number of alumni from the summer internship program that BEHA Group has ended up hiring. So I just want to put it out there that the intention is for this to become a reality. So this is not just an exercise and for exercise sake. All the work that you put into, we're going to use as a launch, as a step for how to do this. So I just want to thank you all for all of the time and effort and the thinking about it. I'm super excited about what's possible, and having your stamp on the last 6 weeks, the time and care that you put in. And Sandy, thank you for shepherding this. And Emma, thank you, because Emma does lead our social media team. And actually, Emma, can I put you on the spot to share what this was like for you? She's our co-designer. Hi, Emma.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, it was definitely an amazing experience. I really love participating in these internships in general, just because it's great to see the growth that happens in each and every one of the interns, especially when it comes to the workplace intelligence and seeing how much they really do value their work and communication with one another. But I think especially for this for this specific deep dive, something that really resonated with me was the fact that it was designed for youth by youth, which was stated in the presentation why this event is so important and special. And I would also like to pass this question on to one of the interns, because I think it's great for them to talk about it. So I guess, like, since this is an event designed by youth for youth, why is it so important to you? And what do you think the lasting impacts of this program will be, or this festival will be?
A festival designed by the youth is something new and fresh. It's very inspiring, and it gives the youth the spotlight they need to create an entire movement. With these events, more can be learned, ideas can be spread, innovation can take place, and most of all, people can have fun, which is what we did planning this festival. And I think Moises can answer the question about the lasting impact.
I didn't hear the last part of the question. Can you repeat it?
Yeah, the last part of my question was, having these types of events that are designed by the youth for youth, what types of like lasting impacts will there be from these types of events?
It will just be creating a youth movement, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of lost.
I could help out.
Yeah, please.
So I was thinking, this festival is different from every other festival out there. For example, there's like music and like celebrities go, but in this one you have things such as mental health and academic opportunities, workplace intelligence, and all these different things that help the youth for their future.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I agree with Ashley. I think it sort of touches on some subjects that aren't really touched about on events. But something I also like about this one is that our audience is like the youth, and I like that it's the youth that's planning it. So we know like our audience good, I guess, if that makes sense, since we are technically the audience. So I think that's really good, since most events are planned by adults.
Well, the other part for me is that we want to pay you to continue planning so that it is something that's authentic. And a sidebar, you're going to get work experience in the process, because event planning are real jobs. The idea of creating an event, having it happen, is a fantastic feeling. When we did this event we did years ago, my friend and I, it was just her and me. And we created this event. It was at a hotel. We had 600 participants come, and it was to eat noodles. It was called Noodle Bowl Fest. And it was awesome that it happened, and it was a great feeling. And it's something that I have hung on to, and just felt that when we were thinking about a deep dive, many deep dives have been projects that have been created by the deep dive lead that are not necessarily for Bea Group. This is one that's really for Bea Group. This is something that we want to move forward with, and it's your work and your energy and passion. And that's just hearing it, because I'm always open to hearing, no, that's a terrible idea, don't do it. But to hear that you're interested and curious, what could that be? It makes me super excited, and we will make this happen. I'm somebody that if I'm going to say it, it's going to happen. So just this, we could go back to this YouTube, to this deep dive, and one way or another, we're going to figure it out. So I invite you to continue hanging out with us, stay in touch. We will keep you posted when we're hiring again, but we definitely want to make this happen. So I just want to let you all know that this work you've put in is going to be the launch for us to do this event. And so I'm so energized and excited. I'm gonna actually, Monica's on our team, and she's gonna share what her job is, what it was, and what she has been so excited to do, but we haven't been able to have her do it. So Monica.
Yes. So before I joined Bea Group, I was actually in charge of partnerships, and it's to work on events and to work with partners and sponsors and to get them excited about events. I have been waiting to do this for so long, and hearing all of you super excited about this, it just really energizes me and it jazzes me up. So I can't wait.
I know she has lots of friends we can also tap into with resources, because Monica also spent 14 years at Disney.
That's incredible.
So this is real. This is not some exercise you all were put into because of some theoretical something. This is going to happen. So I just wanted to thank you all for the work that you put in. The backgrounds, it's so cool. So just so you all know, like the things that came up for me was I did not know there was already a workplace intelligence person. Like I immediately went, oh, let's rethink that. Intellectual property. Another one that came up for me was I love that you picked Shopify. I have been nerding out about Shopify. And then the Scully. I've actually been giving that app out to folks because, and I think that's a great idea for a speaker, because it's just something that, let's put it out there. I would love to have partners like a Shopify or Scully, because those are companies that I am excited about and would love to use events to establish relationships and partnerships with. So I met Barb because of an event. We did TEDx America's Finest City, and we became friends that way. She was the MC and I was a volunteer. So events are a great way to build new relationships. They're a great way to establish what you want to do something fun and innovative. So I'm fired up about this. And so I guess I'm just curious, would you come to Work Wondercon?
Seeing a lot of heads nod.
Yeah. All right. Even if it's just you guys, I do it just for you. Even if we only have this little group come to Work Wondercon, it'd be worth it to me.
That's amazing, June. And I just wanted to add as well, just hearing everybody's responses, to these questions, and everybody coming in, pitching in your ideas, what you thought as well, just really shows how much you've worked together in the last couple of weeks, getting involved. That collaborative spirit, it's already showing up when these questions are here. So we want to just thank you all as well for your hard work and showing up. It's about showing up and staying committed, and it's something that of course resonates with the internship. It's about getting involved, getting stuck in, and also having fun with it in the process. So just want to congratulate everybody. And we heard from June, this is happening. This is the blueprint. We're going to kickstart this. This is our initial phase. And, all that hard work you put together, we just can build on that. And of course, 2023, here we come.
I know.
I can see Monica's got the biggest grin.
Yes. Are there any questions or any other comments from anyone?
Could I add something?
Please.
Okay, so I just wanted to thank everyone on the BEHA group staff, like Sandy and June especially, and Emma. I think I can speak on behalf of our social media and event management like intern team that we all learned so much from this, and it was so helpful to work together as a team. And I think that this is like a really rare and like incredible experience, and I just want to thank you for like providing that for us, because we put in the work and we did put in the hours, but this experience, like if it wasn't a thing, then like none of this would have happened and we wouldn't have been able to get here. So this is an amazing opportunity, and I'm very excited for next year. Thank you.
Thanks, Bailey. Thank you all. This is, again, Sandy and I've talked about this. Everyone at BEHA Group, we do this because this is where our hearts are. All of the deep dive leads are chosen and included, and actually everybody had to pitch. So we actually had all of our deep dive leads pitch to our current co-designers and make sure that they would be people that they would want to work with. So it's constantly co-designed. So we take the word co-design seriously. So please know that. And I invite you to always call me out if for some reason we're not listening, because the worst thing to do is to ask and then not listen. So I just want you all to know that I am here I want to hear it. The caveat is there has to be a constructive, input. It can't just be this sucks. It has to be this sucks because, and it could be better this way. So that's where I invite you all. So it's something that I'm super excited about. This is why you have so many surveys. So anyways, I'm going to just check on to see if there's any questions. Anybody else? Alexa, do you have any other questions? Nancy, anyone else have any questions for our interns before we say goodbye on the live stream?
I don't, but I just want to say that everyone did great. It was awesome. And I really hope to see this actually flourish into something physical. And if so, I will be there.
Yay! Exactly. We want to create something we all want to go to because it's fun. And it's a hack. And you all get paid to get work experience. That's like my favorite part. Because often you don't get paid to do this kind of work for whatever reason. And we're going to change that because you all, it doesn't matter what age you are. It does not matter to me. It does not matter if you have the degree, whatever. I just care about that your heart and your spirit and your commitment, the accountability are there. That's what matters. And so if we could show the world what you're all capable of, that's what we're going to do. You can see I get very excited about this. Okay, so we have another showcase at 2 p.m. So please come back to YouTube. So please subscribe if you have not. I am learning that I need to keep pitching the subscribe. Our subscribers are increasing. So it's very exciting. Please continue to subscribe and invite your friends and family to come watch our showcases. Our interns are amazing, have done amazing work that we're so excited to share with the world and have archived forever. So then our next one is, like I said, 2 p.m. environmental justice design. And then our last one is at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is business development and entrepreneurship. So we have just 2 more. This was number 14, I've lost count, 13. Anyways, we have 16 in total and we have 2 more left. So I just wanted to say congratulations to all of our interns in this deep dive, social media and event management. I'm June Bea, and we will see you in a couple hours at 2 p.m. Thank you. I'm going to